Well, hello there folks, once again. I wasn't going to do this video. My son asked last night, could I make an Indian beef curry? And I thought, oh, it's a bit hot, but India gets hot too. So I thought, well, why not? Because apparently eating hot foods can lower your blood pressure, from what I can gather. Anyway, so I've decided to make one. Now, what I've got here is my beef cubed. Now, before I go any further, the British Raj are the people who invented curry, not the Indians. It was invented in India to the taste of the British Raj, and they decided what spices went into it to get the curry that they liked. The Indians did make a curry, but they didn't call it curry. There was no word for it. They used to call it gravy. The Raj were in India for 200 years, and when they left in 1947. I was 1 year old. So obviously when they left, they brought the Indian curry, or the Calcutta beef curry, which this one is, back to England and to Britain. So everybody thinks the Indians invented this kind of curry, but they didn't. So but I'll go through, try and talk you through now of what ingredients go in it. Now, in this corner here is 2 teaspoonfuls of coriander. I think 2 teaspoonfuls of turmeric. Two teaspoonfuls of cumin, 1 teaspoon of mustard powder, 2 teaspoonfuls of ginger, 3/4 of a teaspoon of pepper, 1 teaspoon of salt. This one here is 2 teaspoonfuls of garam masala, and this one is paprika, 2 teaspoonfuls, 1 teaspoon of fenugreek, 1 teaspoon of mustard seed, 1 teaspoonful of I'll come back to that one. This is black mustard seeds, 1 teaspoon. I've got 10 cloves, 10 cardamom pods, and these are cardamom seeds, 1 teaspoon. Now those cardamom pods and the will be going in here with these. We used to, if we ever had toothache as a kid, we were always told to chew on one of them. It tasted bloody awful, but you did forget about your toothache. Anyway, that goes in there. Then when that goes in there, then when the curry's done, we could take that out without having to fish all the other stuff out. Everything else virtually dissolves. I'm going to cook it in ghee. That's the traditional medium for cooking curries in. I've got 4 bay leaves, 2 tablespoons of tomato paste, asked for 1 large onion, but I'm doing 2 of these, that size, 2 onions. And when I do my rice, I do the a saffron coloured rice, a yellow rice. So that's about it. So I'll get started, and I'll bring you back when I start putting the spices in. I've got to get the pot ready now. I'm actually doing it in the 14-in-1 Ninja Foodie. So I've tried in the past. You can't cook curry, the English style curry, quickly. I've tried cooking the meat, also seaming it. I've started I've done it all kinds of ways, but the only way is to slow cook it 2 to 3 hours. Some tell you to, if the meat's tough, to give it a start for 30 to 45 minutes just in some salted water, but I don't do that. I just sear it first, and then I put everything in, and then I just let the whole thing go, because you need to bring the goodness out of the spices, and only time does that. I've even tried pressure cooking the meat. Gets the meat tender, but you don't get the right texture. So without further ado, I'll bring you back when I'm getting started. Okay, see you soon. Okay, welcome back. Now, I've chopped my onions. I've got 2 and a bit tablespoonfuls of ghee in there. I've just eyeballed it, that's all. And anyone who wants to do this recipe, please have a go at it. And if you need me to explain anything, send me a comment and I'll try and answer it, you know. Now what I have done, I've saved some of the onion in these little jars, and I'll show you what I do with those later, because we're having poppadoms with this, and I usually put a little bit of tomato paste in there, and it just sweetens the onion up a bit, and you eat them with the poppadoms. Or you, like a lot of people do, they can actually put them on your curry. So it's up to you. I normally do bananas in lemon juice and coconut, but not the desiccated coconut. And I can't be bothered today, so we have that a lot, so it doesn't really matter. Right, now what we have to do now, these onions, they have to go like a medium brown colour, so we just leave them to colour, because that helps to colour the curry sauce and it makes it a better flavour, and eventually the onions will disappear into the gravy because of the long slow cooking. So I've got this on fairly high heat at the moment to do that, and I'll keep it on high heat when I sear the meat, you know. So I hope I've gone through the spices with you. If you're not quite sure what I'm talking about, send me a message if you want to try this. But be prepared for 2 or 3 hour cooking. And again, it's eyeball, test the meat. You don't want the meat to disintegrate, but you want it tender, and you want the sauce, and you want plenty of gravy. We're going to put some chicken stock in there. Chicken stock. I do a chicken curry, and it's very similar, but different quantities of spices, and it's skinless, and you do half a chicken each, or 1/4 of a chicken each, whichever you feel like. And I generally get, we all like the breast of chicken in this house, so I have to get 2 small chickens, and I quarter them all, and I put them all in. And then we've got some for Ron, for later on. So we'll leave it at there for now, and I'll come back and show you what I do with the spices. Oh, I forgot to put my light on, see if it makes a difference. Oh no, it was on. Yeah, it does make a difference. Okay, I'll be back soon, and I'll show you what I do with them onions. Okay, catch you in a bit. Okay, back again. I'll try and show you what I mean by the onions. There we go. They're nice light brown coloured. I can't bring it up there, otherwise it'll drip all over my floor and my counter, because they're soaking in ghee. But that's virtually what you want. They've just gone, they're not burnt, they've just gone. Don't have it the gas too, or your heat too high, it will burn. Now, but I am going to put it on now. I've got it on 3. I'm going to go to 5, because we're going to put the meat in now, and I want to sear the meat. And my little doggy there, he's giving me big sad eyes because he can see all this meat on the plate, on the board rather, and he's not getting none. No, you've got your own meat in there. I've got a really nice treat for you for tonight, so I'm saving you. Right, and she goes. Right, damn flying, I've got to get that. I've only just seen it. It's not landed yet, it's just flying around. Right, we'll see that. Let that go for a minute. Still heating up. I've had a whack today because I'm using rump, and I generally use the cheaper cuts of meat. So it'll still be alright, but I won't be able to cook it so far, and you don't get the flavour as you do as the cheapest. Chuck's okay, but there's that other one that I generally use, and it's pretty good. I can't think of the name of it, but it's okie dokie. Oh, there's that fly. He's buzzing. We'll just let that go. Now, I've got to put some garlic in. You could use fresh garlic if you like. I don't happen to have any handy. I've got a jar of ginger. I don't have the fresh ginger handy. And I usually put a tablespoon of tamarind paste. Yeah, this is just the paste, but you can actually get this stuff in with the tamarind seed, but you don't put the seed in. You just dissolve it all in the water, and this is the easy way. So tablespoonful of each of them is going in. Maybe a little bit more garlic. I'll have to work it out. I put some beef stock in. Now I've made it strong because then we've got to add a few cups of water once I've got everything in. to make sure that this meat's round and brings out the flavour. I think I got him. I did. I got him. Oh, there's no more in. My house is on the side of a reserve, and we get all sorts of things. We get mice coming in the yard, we get all kinds of flies coming in. But we've noticed just lately, with having a lot of rain, we've got some really big lizards. How could you see that? Yeah, really big lizard, about that big. I don't mind them. But we get lots of birds and parakeets and all different kinds of parrots and galahs, and you know, I like that sort of thing. So right, well, I'm going to bring you back in a minute when this is finished, and then we'll look at putting the spices in. Catch you in a bit. Okay, here we go again. This has browned up nicely. As you can see, we've got a nice char on there, a sear rather, and it's looking real good, and it's smelling like the biz, you know. It's really good. Now, what am I going to do? I'm going to put these spices in. Where's my clean spoon? Now, I'm just going to take that out, put that on there, and it doesn't matter what order you put them in. I'm going to put them all in and mix them all. It doesn't matter. They're all in. Get my big spoon. Now you'll find that this is getting really thick now, so we've got to turn it down a little bit. I'll go to 3, and what the Indians call is you've got to burn the spice, whatever that means. But I've got an idea what it means. I dropped some seeds down there, so I'm going to get them. There, like that. Now then, give me a sec. Go away, Tom. Go on. Little fella. Just a tablespoon of tamarind paste. Now, get a paper towel. Wipe my spoon because I don't want to contaminate anything. Put some ginger in, some ginger, and some garlic. 1.5. Right then. And I've got some really nice bits on the bottom to get off. That's done the trick there. Now, this is my stock. There, like that. Now, scrape the bottom off the meat off the bottom that's stuck a bit. It's not too bad though. You want all that goodness and all that flavour. You don't leave anything behind. It all costs money in the end. Right, now I've got the greatest invention of all time, that my mate Jim told me about this, and all as you do is put it on the lid. Did you hear it pop? Now you can turn the lid off without any hassle. There we go. Wipe my spoon again. What I do now, I'll take 2 tablespoonfuls of this tomato paste. Good tablespoon. All adds to the colour. Now the rest of this I'll put in ice cubes and freeze it. Then put the when they're frozen in the ice cubes, I take them out of the ice cube trays and I put them in plastic bags. And each one's round about a tablespoon. So when I need more, I go to the freezer. Now that's what we're looking at now. That now, I've got to put some water in. And I'm going to turn it right up now to get it to the boil before I turn it back down to a simmer. And I'll just keep my eye on that. One last thing to go in, or 2 last things to go in. This has got my cardamom pods and God, the name's gone on me again. Anyway, I'll think of it, but they go in there and I can take them out after. Now, bay leaves, put the 4 bay leaves in. Right, there's the postie. I'll bring you back in a bit. Now I'm just preparing the rice. Washed it, let it soak just for a short while. Till the water runs clear. In the rice maker. Then look for the mark.
I love that, and I'm going to batch cook today a beautiful twist on the bolognese.
look for the mark. I'm putting it on a flat surface, so it wasn't quite flat on the sink because it gets the water to run off. So there we go. Now I'll fill that up to the second mark because there's 2 cups of rice.
I'll put in some olive oil. I'll start the story with a very reliable person.
Nearly there. Got it. When I do Chinese, I do medium grain. When I do Italian, I use a burrito rice. But when I do Indian food, I'll use long grain basmati rice, which this is what this is. And I'm going to put some of this in, this saffron colour. You only need that much. Give it a swirl. So let's let it do its business. Now, in this recipe, I'm using mushrooms, wonderful chestnut mushrooms. I think that this is brilliant because and they're almost going to act like I dropped one of these one day. I nearly dropped that one. I've got to take the spoon out. Just wash that off in there. Get every bit. Put the lid back on. Now, this idea of doing a British bolognese wasn't kind of born out of being an idiot or just like now. No reason. Like, when I'm batching at the weekend, there's my son just come home. That's the rice.
Someone's at your door.
G'day, son. Oh, damn fly. Right, now, close the lid. Turn it on at the mains. And it starts. And that's that done. Now, what I've done here, I'm going to do some poppadoms after. So it's a bit early yet for that, so I'm going to bring you back when I do that. In the meantime, I'll feed the dog. Now, this is a crucial step. You don't want to leave any of these in, because they won't taste nice eating them. We've extracted all the flavour out of them now. So we've got to go fishing. There's another one. We put 4 of these in, so I was trying to think before about them things I put in that steel, that metal container, and it was cloves. Now I've got to find that, because I've got to take that out now, if I can find it. Easier said than done. It is in there. Pretty sure it's in there. Where the hell is it? I hope it's not melted. Found it. got the cloves and the cardamom pods in. And we take that out, let it cool down, and we'll wash it out and use it again. Right then. Oh, I've just splashed. We'll go to 3 now. Got him a grub. No editing in this video or any of my videos, mate. If I edit anything, all as I do is join the two. Well, I take 4, maybe 5 takes of video and join them together. That's about all I do. I don't mess with them. What you see is what you get. Good points and bad points. I don't cover anything up because we all make mistakes. Now we'll just let that simmer away now without the lid. And that's what we got. That's what we got. See if I can zoom into you. There we go. That's what we got. Looks all right, doesn't it? But that is a genuine English, if you want, if you like, English Indian curry, beef curry. I think I've done the chicken one once before, but I'm not quite sure about that. Now I can't do the poppadoms till the rice is nearly done. It comes up and tells me it's 8 or 9 minutes left. Once that comes up, I'll turn you around and we'll do the poppadoms, and then I'll dish out and we'll have a bit of a taste test. All right. So we'll let you see the. It's looking pretty damn good. We'll go to 3. Yeah, I thought I did that, but I didn't. I only hit it once. Right, and that tells me now the countdown of how long it's been on that particular setting. Okay, folks. I haven't shown you my ugly mug today, have I? Because somebody got offended by it, I think. Well, I don't think they were offended by it. They just wanted to see more cooking. So I've taken that on board. Can't remember the lady's name or the guy's name. Now, before we go, what I'm going to have a bit of a bitch. And I suppose I'm not the only one who's come across this. There'll be quite a few of us out there. That's what cheeses me off. These are my poppadoms that are broken off. I bought them from Coles's, and look, they've all broken off, and the packet was unopened till today. Now, I'm sick and tired of this. Absolutely sick and tired of it, because last week I bought some ice cream cones because I make my own ice cream, and there was 2 cones, and they're not cheap. There was 2 cones smashed to bits. How does it when they're in a box and they're in a plastic sleeve, a thick hard plastic sleeve? How do they get broken? Unless the staff in the supermarket are too rough with them, you know. But I should take them back, but I'm not that kind of person. But it makes me want to be, you know what I mean? There's my rant's over. I suppose we've all had that sort of trouble over the years, but it doesn't help, does it? You know, I mean, you're paying good money. It's not cheap now to buy your groceries, and food prices have gone through the roof, and they want to give you rubbish. It's not on. It's just not on. And if the packaging isn't sufficient, we'll make the packaging sufficient, you know. Okay,
We're nearly there.
I'll bring you back when I'm ready for the next. Is it just a short slurp? I know a beer would go well, and I've got some beer down the fridge, but I'm too lazy to go down and get it. It's too hot. And I'm having curry. Anyway, what I'm going to do, I'm ready to do the poppadoms now. I've got 8 minutes left on the rice, it's telling me now. Cheers everybody. Oh, that's a nice drop. That's a nice drop. Right, I'll show you my curry, and before I take it out of the pan. That's it there. See if I can do this left-handed. There you go. I hope that's in focus. That is going to be beautiful. Now, the meat I was telling you is the best for this dish is gravy beef or chuck. Either one of them, you know. It's I like the gravy beef. Some say it's the same stuff, but I'm not so sure about that. Anyway, see if we can zoom in a bit without. Yeah, you see the. I don't know whether you've made poppadoms before. Now, before I do that, I'll show you this little contraption that I had before. That's what I put my cardamom pods in. That. And my cloves. And I've emptied it out now. And you get all the flavour in, but you don't get the seeds. So, I had 2 of them. But many years ago, before my wife started getting sick, she used to do the washing up and I did the cooking for the curry. I only did the curries and the barbecues. I didn't do much cooking in them days, and because I had a full-time job and all that, and plus I had a part-time job. I was playing a band and stuff like that, you know. And I said to her one day, yeah, get rid of that. Meaning the contents inside, and she got rid of it. She chucked it all away, and I didn't know till I went to look for it next time. Anyway, I've been on the internet trying to buy new ones, and you can't see them. You've got things similar, but they're not the same, and they're a bit bigger. I don't want them any bigger than that. I can get 15 to 20 seeds, cloves in there, and I can get 15 to 20 cardamom pods in there. So the rest of the stuff is fine, you know. Right, now let's see how we've got to get this oil at the right temperature, because once it starts, it goes crazy. It's not hot enough yet. And I'm not worried about the rice, because the rice will keep itself warm. All I'll do is give it a bit of a stir. I won't turn it off, I'll just give it a bit of a stir. Anyway, in the meantime, cheers guys. Oh, that's a top drop, that. Yeah, I like me wine. Daryl likes a glass now and again, but that was just the dregs of a bottle, one glass. So sorry, Beryl, you missed out this time, but I'll get you next time. Hello. Now, what I'd like is any of you guys out there from England or America or India. I think there'll be a lot of Indians who will disagree with this curry because they don't make it like this. Not the authentic Indian curry one. This is the authentic English Indian curry. And I don't think that the Indians recognise it. Oh, now we're cooking with gas. Now I'm going to turn that down to 180. Now, bear with me, folks, because every one of these is broken. See that? I'm going to have a go at coals when I go in. There we go. Numero uno. Got to drain them well. See how quick that is? you can't walk away. I'm going to do 10. We probably won't eat all them, but I'm not saving these. I'll buy another packet. They're only cheap as chips. And as the oil gets hotter, I turn it down a bit. I'm on 180 at the moment. We might have to go down to 170. I don't know. My son likes these. He likes the big ones. I like the smaller ones. They do a smaller packet. Same brand, but a smaller packet. But your oil has to be a certain temperature, otherwise they get greasy. These won't be greasy. They might have a little bit of grease on them, but not much. If you do them properly. The only problem is don't do it around children. Got to be vigilant. Beryl likes these too. I'm just going to go down to 175. That was getting a bit hot, that one. You can tell because it got a bit scorched. See that there? It got a bit scorched, so you can actually tell. But as you've seen on the demonstration today, there's no quick way of making a proper Indian curry the way the English do it. The Raj. Oh, I say, old chaps. I was 1 year old when they pulled out of India. So I was alive when the Raj was still going. So I suppose that's something. Now I'm going to turn that off. That is done. Now I've got to... What I'll do is show you the pile of poppadoms. Have a go at them. Now, I'll get organised, I'll get rid of some of this stuff off here, and the rice is done, and I'll show you what we do with the poppadoms. Okay, here we go, back again. We Mix that paste in with the onion. Should have used a bigger container for me, because Beryl doesn't eat as much of this as I do. I'm addicted to it. I was in a restaurant once in England near the cathedral in Manchester, and I said, "What do you put in your onion?" He said, "Just tomato paste." So I've been doing it ever since. And it works. Not tomato sauce. I wouldn't eat that stuff. Too much sugar in it for me. I don't like too sweet of stuff. I like some sweet stuff, but not too much. Right, now. Let's have a look, see what we got here. We'll zoom out a bit. In. We'll zoom out. Oh, we're already zoomed out. Right. I break a piece of poppadom off. I put some onion on. Now it gets messy. That's how we do it. Some like it with their dinner, I like it before. Now, excuse me talking with my mouth full, I haven't got much time left. I don't want the video to go on too long. I just wanted to show you that. Now, bloody flies. My son keeps going out for a smoke, bringing flies in. Right. Filthy habit, I keep telling him, but he won't listen. Right. This is my yellow rice. This is the long grain basmati rice. This is what the Indians use. Right, that's that. Now, plenty of gravy. We like a bit in the restaurants in England. You probably had a bit thicker gravy than this. I'm not sure now, I can't remember. But we like a lot of gravy with our rice to mop it up. Plenty of it. All I've got to do is put some beef in that. Now, get me fork. And we'll have a bit of a taste test. We'll come back in. We'll level the camera. There we go. I can work with that. That's it. Now, I'm going to try some sauce and some rice. That is the main. Oh. Oh my God. Oh. How good is that? Reminds me being back home. Bit of meat. Tender as. Now, I can only say that that's the way the curry was when I lived there in well, I came to Australia, Australia Day, 26th of January 1973. So before that, that's how curry was. And that's very, very similar. But in fact, it's almost the same as what we used to get in our local restaurant. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video as much as I did making it. Hope you learned something, because I'm a bit of a connoisseur on Indian curries, and but I'm not Indian, and a lot of Indians will disagree with me. If you do, let me know. Comment. Let me know what I'm doing wrong, what you think I'm doing wrong. Let me know how you do it. It's totally different than Chinese curry. You can't. And have you noticed one thing? No curry powder involved whatsoever. Never will be when I make a curry. And for now, if you like the video and you stay this long, give us a thumbs up. Sorry about that, I can't resist these. Very light. Now, thank you very much for all those people who've subscribed to my channel. Wow! Didn't expect that, but I'm very, very appreciative of it. Love it. Keep them coming. If you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing to my channel. We'll have a bit of fun along the way. At least what you'll be watching is an honest video of how I cook my tea in the evenings. It's not edited. Hey, don't get me wrong, I'm not knocking those people who do these great videos. They're brilliant, you know, but they're more videographers than they are cooks. And they are very good at what they do. I don't do that. I take the video, and what you see is what you get. So until next time, bye bye, cheerio, taddy bye, au revoir, see you later, ta-ra!